Hi guys, this is Anne Marie and today I'm going to explain my database lab exercise 9, that is JDBC connection. So initially we need to have a jar file which we will download here from the projects into the libraries, and then going to services. Under the database we'll open the drivers wherein we'll open this JDB. We'll right click and then click a new driver and then add on to this jar file using the add button. And then clicking on this OJDBC, that is my jar file here, I'll add it and then open it using this. Now because this is initially connected, I'll move on to the coding here. The first one is I'll use the basic Java coding here using the try catch. So the first is a try, under which I have used class.forename, and I have opened this link which is given to me while I have connected this jar file here. Then the next is connection con equals to driver manager.get connection, and then the link here with the host name 1521, and then I have given my username as system and the password as Maria, and then the next is statement stmt which is equals to con.create statement, then system.out.println, then choose the function here. Then these are the things which I wish to have. The first is to insert, modify and delete and search from the table order. Then scanner s is equals to new scanner, that is to retrieve the data from the user. Then nch is equals to s.nextInt. Now I have used here a switch command for the basic insertion and delete. So the first case one is to insert a value, wherein I have used system.out.println order id, and then I have retrieved the data order id using the int data type, and the next is the order date, customer id, and so on. Then I have used the SQL command here as insert into the order one table with the values order id, order date, and customer id. Then to execute the insertion operation, I have used stmt, that is an object name which will retrieve the data from my table there. So I have used stmt.execute update, that is my SQL command. Now then, as soon as my insertion is updated, I would like to print it as one row is inserted. Now similarly for the next case, that is to modify, I have used the same commands here, system.out.println to update what, and I'll make sure that I use the I'll ask the user as to he wished to update the order date or customer ID or the order ID. Then similarly I'll retrieve the data from the user using the call, that is which of the functions I have to update, then the condition, and then the condition value, and so on. And then again I have to execute the update modification. I have used stmt.execute update, and then the SQL2, that is my object name. Then the result will be printed as the row is modified. Now the next is similar to that is to delete a row and then to search a row. And then stmt.close, then connection.close, I'll close the connection, and then catch exception, that system.out.println, I'll print whatever the exception is. Now let's see by running this program here. Okay, so you'll see as in it's asking me for the insertion, that is to now to insert for choosing each of the functions, I'll first use the insertion mode, then the order ID, any new order ID, that for example 123, and then the order date of my wish, that is 15 July 15, then customer ID 178 for example. So it asks me that the java.sql exception is here. Then similarly if I run it again using the run file, it will again ask me for the modification. So if I choose here to modify, that is 2, I'll for example I'll select order ID then update to 134, and then the condition will be 1 when it was 123, and the condition value is 123. Similarly, the row is modified. Now again for the next option, that is to delete, I have used the record delete here, to click here, and then the delete a row wherein the condition is order ID equals to 123, and then the row is deleted. Okay, so similarly for the search, we can use based on the product ID here, that is for example, to search I have to use the product ID which is there in my table supplier. So for that, if I click 4 here, then enter the product ID 2000. So the product ID is entered and we can search. So this is the end of my database lab exercise 9. Thank you.